It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Miller. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, Trent, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Now they go play action with Howell. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards there for number 15. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Gets it to Strong. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Off play action, it's Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Off the play fake. Miller. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Miller got his man complete over the middle. That's Warner. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Miller now on 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Miller. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. He's at the 50, 30. 10, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Miller throwing after the interception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Miller on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Warner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Trent. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Miller to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's brought down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Miller now, operating from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 2nd down now, Trent, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Rams are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 now. Howell. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hand.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and...
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back to throw. Miller. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Waddle from a yard out. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Howell throwing on first down here. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. First down, Howell to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. The play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll go play action. Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Robinson with another carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A throw throw over the middle, taken in. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And some space here. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing on 1st down. Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Miller. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jalen Waddle, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll start with a give to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Ready. Go.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Miller. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Back to throw again. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Commanders, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week.